Hello everybody, my name's Mark Fratelli. Welcome to my vlog. It is October 23rd. I like this. This is forcing me to start keeping track of the date, which I've never done before. And to be perfectly honest, I have always never known what day it is, or not out of the week, but just like off the top of my head, unless I knew something important was happening that day, or I knew something was coming out. I don't know, but this is good. It's part of the experiment that I wasn't intending on happening. So anyways, October 23rd. It's cold and kind of sucky. And in my video yesterday, I realized I said Daisy, which to some of you might realize isn't actually a movie. I posted an apology in the description, but I figured who the hell really reads the description? So I said Daisy when I meant to say World War Z, and so kinda goofed. But I feel like that's one of the caveats of me driving and talking at the same time, that these mistakes are gonna happen. There's not a whole lot I can do to avoid it. And so it's a little unfortunate that it happened, but it did nonetheless. So I'm gonna brush that off and start all fresh for you guys today. So sorry. So yeah. So yesterday, what happened yesterday? Not much, just work today. A lot of classes. My history of baseball class got canceled today. So that's a nice little break. Get more time to study for my quiz today in displaying gender in art history. So yeah, should be good. Got a long day ahead of me, but that's okay. I'm used to it. So right now, what's new? Right. Oh, I saw the Avengers: The Age of Ultron teaser trailer, like teaser for a trailer, I think. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, because I watched another video talking about it, saying that it was a countdown trailer or something. I don't know. And so, anyways, that was really interesting about how everything starts falling apart with the Avengers. And so that looked really cool. Like Iron Man's fighting the Hulk. What else? Captain America's shield got broken. Bruce Banner looked like he was in a bad place when he was on the ship with the rest of the crew. One of Tony Stark's robots came back and crushed his suit. And like all of his robots are like coming out of the water. What else? What else? I'm trying to remember. Not a whole lot about Hawkeye and the Black Widow. Was there? post a link to the trailer that I watched down below in the description for you, just in case. Because let's face it, who doesn't want to watch an Avengers trailer or a teaser trailer? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I feel like I got enough out of it to get an idea of the movie, or at least a sense of what kind of movie it's going to be. What else? I read enough. Alright. So, I read another article on Interstellar, the movie about going out to space, Earth is dead or whatever, and with Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, somebody else, some other people that I couldn't remember off the top of my head, but they were, the article was about how they were depicting a black hole, and since one's never been seen, or it's always been misrepresented, they decided to talk to, Nolan decided to bring in, like, one of the main people in astrophysics who, crap, I'm trying to remember the little bits of the article right now and driving at the same time. So this is just great. I can't remember his name, but he essentially worked with the graphics team, the visual graphics team, about how they were going to depict this, black hole. And the way they did it, I think, is they took Einstein's equation for it and then put that into the generator for whatever they were doing, and they made a technically accurate and properly represented black hole that essentially, like, imagine it like, crap, maybe you remember this from biology class, but when the two cells split, the cells start multiplying, that way, the way they bubble in at the middle, like there's like a band going around it, and they kind of come in, and it looks like two bubbles merging or erupting from one another. That's kind of what it looks like. Only the ring at the middle spins out more, and so they were talking about how the black hole is spinning so fast that it's bending light, gravity, and time when it on everything that it touches in space. And so the way they had it shown was really, really cool, and it was really just something like awe-inspiring to look at, because it was the size of our sun, and it was just this black void with, like, imagine it was on like a chart or a diagram. The middle of it would be empty with a slight, like, ring, like you're looking at Saturn coming across it, because it's spinning so fast. And then the circular parts around the edges, imagine like the graph, like, chart squished so much because it was spinning so much until it expands, like maybe I don't know what measurement, because the image was rather small. Excuse me. But something really cool to read about, and it was in this really cool format too. The article was. It was the first time I had read something on Wired that was in that way. Like they used like they had their body paragraphs and the images on top and in between. And the body paragraphs would parallax over the images, like they would just kind of like cover them up. So that was really cool. So it was really it was a good read. I'll post that one in the description too. I want to post you guys all kinds of links, and you're not gonna know what the hell to do. But yeah, there was a video for Interstellar, like a behind the scenes of them talking about it. And he's like working with the team. He's talking about his equation and like bring the equation, not his, but I think it was Einstein's equation, bringing that to them. It could have been his equation. I'm not entirely sure. I feel bad because I don't remember his name. I think I got kind of confused with names when I was reading the article, but that might just be me. But yeah, the behind the scenes thing talking about it was really, really interesting. So, yeah. What else? I was watching a couple Twitch streams yesterday. Twitch.tv is a website where you stream your video games. And this could be console, PC, even like the handheld games, like a 3DS or PlayStation Vita. I don't know, they found a way to make it work. And so it's really cool. It's a lot of fun because you can directly interact with whoever you're watching. And so I watched a friend of mine play Twitch. He was playing Payday 2 The Heist. And that game's really cool. It's also extremely violent, but it puts you, you play as the robbers pretty much. And there are all these different things that you have to make sure are secure if you're trying to do it as easily as possible. Or you can just go guns blazing, just killing as many people as you can. So, excuse me. They're both ways of playing are hard in their own respect. But it is a really cool game. I actually do have it, but I can't play it because my computer doesn't run it very well. So, what are you gonna do? I tried to play it. What else was I watching? I was watching this man called Duck Sauce. He's got this really deep voice, and he's really just like charismatic. He's a really fun guy to watch. And so I watched him for a little bit while he was playing PT, which is short for Playable Teaser, which is a terrible, terrible game because it's made by Hideo Kojima and I forget the other guy. But they basically you're stuck in this hallway and you're just looping through this hallway, finding clues by looking at things. And so it's really just and there's a ghost that's haunting you named Lisa. It's just really messed up. It's all kinds of just all kinds of gross. And then I watched another stream where in the comments section they took what the comments were saying and use them as commands to play a video game. And so, apologize, I'm tired this morning. So, what the way it worked was they were playing on a 3DS, a Nintendo 3DS. They were playing Super Smash Brothers, and they would input like left button, A button, or they wouldn't need to say button, but that's like what commands they would do, and they were playing the character essentially, and so a lot of times some matches they would just walk right off of the cliff because people would just be pressing like A, left, or some people would just be not doing anything. But other matches, they were actually like fighting characters and doing well, and beat characters, and they unlock characters too. And so it's a really interesting experiment to watch, because you can also see how mad people get. It was really cool. It was really cool to see them try and play the game when it's just overloading with commands, and just the same commands are just being smashed. So it looks like I'm about to run out of pads.